Okay, game time! Mythical Championship, everybody! So, we're gonna talk in just a second about what exactly that is and what you're watching here, but let's introduce our players first. It's a best of 3 series that we're looking at right now. And we have on left side Team Hype with Nox on Deckard Cain, Halcyon on Imperius, Mindhawk on Kerrigan, Blank on Sonya, Rainy Day Eric on Sylvanas, and to the right side of the map it's EPG Frozen with X-Ray on Ana, Wit on Johanna, Ultralisk is playing Cassia in the first game of the series, we got G on Mephisto, and Dino on Blaze. And I'm pretty sure there's already a few people here at least that are gonna be heavily confused and they're like, wait a second, what the hell is this? DPG Frozen, Dino, X-Ray, what? Do these guys not play in different teams? Like, what's happening here? So, just to clarify this real quickly, this is the Mythical Championship, and it's the end-of-season tournament of Division 1 within Heroes Lounge. So, the top teams within Heroes Lounge in the top division of the Amateur League are playing against each other, and as you can already see, some of the players that are playing on both sides here have also a second team. So this is a little bit of an amateur setup, but when you look at Gia, X-Ray, Wit, and a lot of others, they have of course main teams that they play with in big tournaments. And in this case, Johanna already gets wrecked here. So in the Panda Cup, for example, they're playing with their main teams, but since there is continuously also the amateur scene, they are also allowed to play in different teams for that, and that's what they do. So it's actually kind of cool, because it allows players that are maybe not quite on that level yet to test themselves again as people with a lot more experience. So it's pretty sweet to have that. And this, as I mentioned before, is the end of season tournament. So right now it's just all about who claims victory in the championship. We have teams also, like for example Paper My Lady, playing in this tournament, and EPG Frozen and Hype are two other teams that have done really well throughout the season of going to try to claim the championship title over here. So with that said, we have already pretty sexy setups. I mean, we got a Kerrigan again here on Infernal Shrines, which is already kind of awesome. By the way, if you at any point want to participate in the Amateur League as well, doesn't matter if you're from the US or if you're from Europe, you can check out heroeslounge.gg. They have a really nice FAQ over there that answers most of your questions probably right away. But if you have additional ones, I would heavily recommend to join the Discord server. They have a pretty awesome community, and you can definitely ask how to join. You can do it either as an individual, or you can also do it as a team directly. Either way, with 2 kills against 0, Team Hype is actually doing fairly well here in the early game against EPG Frozen. He's currently having a pretty good setup there. We got 6 stacks for Cassia, a little bit of early game stacking, nothing insane. Ruby kicking in for Deckard Cain, the old man waddling around here on the left side, trying to figure out where exactly he wanted to go. Dementia is a bad thing. But we also have, of course, with that mix, Sylvanas, which could really help to spiral this even more out of control. Always assuming, of course, that they can lock in a Punisher, which they still have to do since we're waiting for objective number 1 to pop up over here. The Sonya setup, on the other hand, really allows you to have a bit of a presence on the shrine, and it helps also with the value clear that you're obviously trying to set up. We're talking about a top shrine right now, at the top of the map. Sylvanas is already starting to push in, and the reaction is a tiny bit slow here, which allows some serious damage on the wall. They're not going to be able to break through the entire thing, but nearly breaking one of the towers down is already a bit of a success. Deckard Cain at the bottom of the map. Hit him with a stick, baby! Hit him with a stick! The wave clear Deckard play. Yeah, he's gonna be there for a while if he doesn't get any assist. It seems like Sylvanas is gonna try and move down to help him out. Shrine is still active and nobody cares about it right now. Sylvanas is finally moving in and saying like, hey, come on old man, I'm gonna help you a little bit. It's like, oh, I would have been able to do it. Back in my day when I was young, I could have done it right away. But, well, he's an old geezer now, so that doesn't really help him. Kerrigan down, and, well, that help from Imperials comes just a little bit too late. So we have the first kill for EPG Frozen. And level 7. That helps for sure. And this allows them to take a bit of an advantage on the shrine now as well. Sylvanas is rotating against Blaze at this point and is trying to make those plays. So, yep. Top side, that's where we're currently looking already at a presence established by EPG Frozen as they are getting ahead with 15 stacks to 0. And off we go. Blue team already starting to move in. Level 7 talent. Still not a lot of stacks for Cassia. She's trying to work on it as we speak. Here comes the move with Kerrigan. Jumping in, trying to go for Ultralisk. Jumping in again, trying to lock her down. And it's time for the combo, baby. And off we go. Goodbye. by Ultralisk. He's down already, but the counter kill against Imperius follows right away as the jet propulsion connects. Imperius down, but Kerrigan, hoppity hop, is jumping like an Energizer Bunny from one hero to another. Gets the sleep dart straight to the face though, and that is exactly what Frozen needed to take them down here. Nicely done. Alright, so far so good for EPG Frozen. They got their 3 kills on the board now. Have drawn even with Team Hype in this first game of the best of 3 series. Now, of course, the opportunity to jump in and try to claim objective number 1. Yeah, we got 9 stacks only for Ultralisk, so it's not really looking good for the stacks at least. I don't really think that we're gonna have Cassia with any serious damage throughout the game. Dino, in this case, is actually playing on the side lane, so that's already an interesting position for him. It's one of the cool things, of course, for these players too. If they play in a different team here, then they can sometimes play heroes that are a little bit off-role and not what they typically play, so that allows them to also have some fun with that. Jet Propulsion comes in again, and that's a good connect, and they might be able to get the kill against Imperius. Oh, and there it is! Nice! Imperius down, quickly eliminated. And yeah, Kerrigan is now rotating against Johanna to get the XP. And with level 10 in their hands, they are able to take that fort all the way up at the top side. We now have the Durance of Hate, even more lockdown that we have over here. Blaze hasn't really picked a talent yet, but I really hope that we're going to get Bunker. I'm not quite sure if they're going to go for the meme train here. No! Dino, what are you doing? Typical damage player right there. Dino, as the DPS player that he is, he's looking at Bunker and he's deciding like, wait a second, I can't do damage with that thing? No, you can. You have a flamethrower and shit and you can do some damage, but I can't, like, but I have another talent there. It's like, no, don't pick that. We really need survivability on the shrine. It's like, but yeah, and then he goes for combustion. So, so there's that. Dino wants the damage and he gets the damage. We have, yeah, okay, there's combustion and it did nothing. It did absolutely nothing. But they still got a double kill. Not thanks to combustion, but they got the 2 kills against Kerrigan and Imperius anyways. So that camp was stolen away. Quick look at those 2 kills, by the way. So first of all, combustion with a 0 value. We can say it's a zoning combustion. It's zoned Deckard K now. The old man moved away, but then the double kill against Kerrigan and Imperius, of course, brought them a little bit farther ahead here. 6 kills to 3. We have also the Maelstrom, and we got Wrath of the Angirius right here for Imperius. Oh, Sylvanas, Eric, no! Yeah, he jumped in a little bit too deep for this one, but in we go. That was actually a nice one. So right now, another jump. They're trying to go for Anna, Mephisto, and this is looking sexy right now. That ult, on the other hand, damn baby. Yeah, Mephisto dies, but here comes another setup. They're going for Dino as well, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a kill. 5-man team wipe as Team Hype takes them down. Quick look right here, and yes, there we go. So with that, we actually have them going for everybody, and they killed Dino towards the end as well. So yeah, nicely done by them. That was actually a really cool combo. There was a couple of nice moves there. First of all, the Mephisto, it wasn't all that bad either, but they didn't really have any damage available anymore. So pretty cool plays that we have from them. Yeah, but at this point, the push through the middle. Obviously, if you get a 5-man wipe, we're trying to capitalize on that situation a little bit, and what better than steal some camps away and take the structures down. We couldn't take the fort though, so that's a bit of an issue. But we now have 8 kills to 7, and both teams heading into level 13 talents, as we are starting to jump in to objective number 2. So yeah, Team Hype not giving up by any means here. No, they're still looking okay. And let's see what they can actually pull off with this little move now. Dino is pushing out the bot lane a bit, tries to get some extra experience and deny some to Team Hype. Damage output before we're heading into the shrine, by the way. 18,000 for Sylvanas, gives her the top damage for the team. 19,000 for Cassia. We got 18k also for Mephisto, and the earlier position on the Arcane Punisher for EPG Frozen. Yeah, game number 1, ladies, in the best of 3 series. And oh, the Kerrigan combo again. Wit, on the other hand, with the Iron Skin. This time, combustion gets actually value. X-Ray is low and gets away. Oh my god. Durance of Hate, and what a slaughter. Holy shit, 3 heroes down already, and the party continues as they're going for Ultralisk, trying to lock in another kill. Ultralisk is about to go down, gets saved by X-Ray, who himself has pretty much no hit points left. Mind Talk on the retreat, tries for the combo, can get the stun connected, but falls regardless. And EPG frozen with another sexy hit right there. Great fight for them. Look at this battle. First of all, we have, I mean, seriously, that X-Ray walked away is just insane. And then again, Mephisto with the big boy plays here. Able to lock them down completely and get the damage connected on top of it too. Solid plays here on both sides and a lot of kills too. We're 10 minutes in, we have 20 kills already on the board more or less. So here comes the jump straight through the middle. And off we go. So Gia sitting there, Ultralisk is also trying to push this past the fort so that they have an easy time taking the objective down. And that's exactly what they're going to go for. 15 to 14 on the board, a level ahead, trying to take the camps down, trying to steal a few more away with the wave pushing through the bottom of the map. They have a very realistic chance to now also eliminate another fort, which means that all of them are destroyed. Yeah, Johanna needs to be careful that she still gets out of this one. And with that lockdown, I don't think it's happening. A little bit of body blocking should seal the deal here. And Wit is in trouble. X-Ray is doing what he can. The pew 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 is real. And she actually is still alive. Iron Skin should be up in just another second or two, but it's not there yet. They try to go for the kill against Sylvanas though, and they get it. And now even another attempt to go for Cassia. If Ultralisk falls, that would be the dream for them. But they go up against the level 16 talent. X-Ray's in trouble and gets hunted down. And there's just no way. Karrigan moves in. They get Mephisto. They get Anna. They get everybody. Team Hype is hyping this up here. Despite the fact that they didn't have the level 16 talent, they were still able to win the fight. Now they're on even talents with your opponent again. And yeah, it's a mad, mad brawl that we have in this game now. 12 to 11, the points or the kill count. And they finally start taking some of the structures down, or at least I hope so. I mean, they get some damage in, but Blaze is now moving up to the top. Cassia is trying to sneak this one in, and Ultralisk is realizing, yeah, that ain't happening. Karrigan sees it and says like, well, thank you so much, my friend. A present, how nice. Yeah, Karrigan doesn't get a lot of presents. You don't want to give a present to the Queen of Blades. If you fuck up, she kills you. So, yeah, not really someone that gets a lot. So she's super happy that Cassia came in and just gifted her the camp there. But now the push through the bottom of the map in the attempt to finally take a fort down, because so far Team Hype hasn't managed to do that. They didn't win an objective yet. They couldn't push with Sylvanas. Here comes the Torrents of Fate again, and Karrigan gets murdered. Goes down. They're trying for more. Stay a while. Old man gets also falls asleep in the middle of the channel here as Anna connects the sleep dart, and that's the end of Deckard Cain. Hitting them with his stick as much as he can, but at some point there's just no helping it anymore. And Dino at the same time, he is putting his skills to the top lane in practice, trying to take the keep down. I mean, at this point you're fucked already. You might as well stay there, dude. Like, you're not getting out of this one. Might as well do some damage over here. Yeah. I mean, at least combustion hit, right? He got damage in though. He walked through the wall. He got also the damage connected with the keep itself. Couldn't take it down, but still. It's like a hey. Okay, so now we have 13 kills on each side. Level ahead still. And I have no idea who's going to win this. I mean, EPG Frozen is way ahead in structures, and they are also a level ahead, so you would say they have the advantage and they can take it. But it feels that every single time when they have a significant lead, all of a sudden Team Hype comes in, takes the fight and wins it. So if that trend holds true, then they're gonna just win another team fight later on. And let's not forget that they have Sylvanas, so if they win an objective, they are easily gonna take some of the structures down. I'm honestly shocked that up to this point, they still haven't managed to take a fort down. So it's all about this battle here, and 20 isn't ready yet for the EPG Frozen, so it's still going to be an even talent fight, which plays in their favor for sure. 42,000 damage on Cassia. The old man over here. Come on, Deckard. Kick the Dementia for just a second. And, well, they're starting to jump in. Here comes the Maelstrom. Anna is down, and here comes the fight for kill number 2. Wit retreats. Ultralisk is low. Ultralisk is dead. And that's the lead all of a sudden for Team Hype on objective number 3. And in addition to that, obviously, they have the avenue through the bot lane to take the fort down even before they're making the play there. Sylvana's coming in, helping out with it as well. Sonya hasn't died, by the way. Sonya is the only one that hasn't died this entire game. Level 20 talents will be there soon, TM. And Dino is again in the middle. He's like, I got this, boys. I got this. Side lane. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm here for. Has to move away. They got the level 20. Sonya Johanna pushed the top side to get a bit more experience for them too. And now with the Storm talents, they have, of course, already the Infinite Lightning. There's a little bit of time missing for Team Hype, but the good thing for them is that they have a 5-man ready against only 3 defenders. And they might be able to get a kill here. Dino gets out, Keep is gone, that's the first one in the game, and they are just moving back. They don't want to face off against the 5-man if they don't have their level 20 abilities yet. And they also need to, of course, make sure that this is not taking the Keep down up at the top. Kerrigan is actually moving in for this. Meantime, a little bit of a push through the middle. I actually think they could have taken this one. They should have probably taken that fort too. Catapult goes down top side. So they're actually setting up a decent defense around the keeps at least. But it will still be a little bit tricky in the upcoming fights. And we have a lot of mobility now too. I mean, we have the Psionic Shift over here. We got the Bolt of the Storm. Sonya could go for a bit more survivability and says just simply fuck that and go straight into the Composite Spear over here. Okay. I mean, again, gets a little bit of armor together with that too, so that's nothing to sneeze at either. But still. And in the meantime, what else are we gonna have for the blue team? We have currently at least pressure for them in their favor through the bot lane. Next objective is gonna be in the middle, of course. And what are we gonna get from EPG Frozen? Because they're just taking camps. They have Dino at the side. They're playing this a little bit safe right now. I mean, they're just waiting for camps to come up. They're waiting for just any kind of information that they can gather here. Maybe a fight at the bottom of the map even. As everybody is starting to jump in. Yeah, one camp is up and immediately everybody is starting to move in for it. Okay, they're trying to go for it. It seems like Ultralis is going to get this one pretty much for free. Yeah, they're not trying to go for it. This is really one of those moments where you have to be a little bit careful. You're up against the Blessed Shield, you're up against the Flash Fire, the Durance of Hate is kicking in on the other side. There's so many tools that in a close quarter corridor can just wreck your life that they don't want to go up against it. We got the Mimic also over here, which is of course another huge tool for Mephisto. The damage output. I'm talking about damage. Mephisto sitting at 42,000, nearly as much as Cassia with her 48k. Damage is a little bit more evenly spread for the blue team. And talking about damage, Sylvanas is now trying to also take the wave down over here, or at least she will eventually. And they're really playing the safe. You can tell on the minimap, EPG Frozen is trying to be aggressive and find a pick somewhere. And the blue team is just playing this as slow and safe as they possibly can. But they also have now to defend the top side, and that's where we're seeing everybody of EPG Frozen set up. Kerrigan, of course, hoping to get a jump on someone. So far that hasn't happened. I mean, we already know that pretty much next team fight could decide this game. And so they're all waiting for exactly that to shape up. Dino's sitting in the wings here. He's trying to go for the setup, but still, he doesn't have bunker, so that's one thing to keep in mind. He can go for the flash fire, but he can't bunker it up. Gets a good connect. Kerrigan in trouble. Chrysalis keeps her alive for a little bit longer. And here comes the Wrath of the Ingirius as they are already shifting the attack towards Cassia. Take her down. Deckard Cain is also dead. Kerrigan is already in the back of the lane, trying to go for X-Ray on his Ana. X-Ray has no chance. Has absolutely no chance here. Myhawk is going to wreck him for sure. Needs the cooldown again. There we go. The jump, the stun, too late. And Johanna is dead too. Mephisto has fallen. Dino, the last man standing. Bot lane is open and they can go for the core. At the same time, top lane gets attacked. They need to make this work right now. They go through the middle. They try to take the fort down. Mindtalk says, well, might as well. Comes in, grabs it, and now it's all up to Blaze to try and defend this. And this is going to be difficult to say the least. It seems like EPG Frozen might fall behind in game number 1 here against Team Hype as the blue team makes their way towards the core, tries to take it down. There's no support with this. Deckard Cain is not here, but they're still trying to break through it. They go for Dino, take him down as much as they can. The core has already lost the shields. Jet Propulsion is missing. He's trying to go for the kill against Imperius. Might even get it, but the stun is there. And Rainy Day Eric with the kill attempt against Dino locks it in, and that is game as Team Hype takes the lead against EPG Frozen. Alright, let's go. Game number 2. Team Hype is in the lead, and I think they got a little bit too hyped after their last victory, because now they decided to go into a Cho'Gall draft on Volskaya Foundry. Nox on Anna. We have Mind Talk on Cho, Halcyon on Johanna, Rainy Day Eric on Gal, and Blank on Sonia. Yeah, I don't really know what to say here. We have EPG Frozen with X-Ray on Deckard Kane. We got Ultralisk on Imperius, Wit on Zool, Dino on Cassia. So he's apparently done with the side laning. And Gia is playing Greymane. Now, EPG Frozen went obviously into this series as the favorite, and they lost map number 1. So now they are trying to bring it back here. But we actually got Cho'Gall. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one to say the least. And it is up Eric. Up yours, Eric, too. Okay, so let's see what they can actually pull off with this. On level 1, we already got the Will of Cho. And we have the Taskmaster over here for Gal. So let's make this happen. And every single time I see a Cho'Gall, I kind of have to laugh a little bit. Cho'Gall was actually meta in the US for quite some time. Granted, this was after HGC went down, but back in the days when we had Division S over in North America as well, they had a while where Cho'Gall was a regular first pick or ban. So it was kind of interesting. But NA was always, well, let's call it interesting. So they had some very freaky metas over there. It's not only the Cho'Gall meta, there were a couple of others too. I'm pretty sure one day they're going to develop a murky meta. And they're going to play that completely in every single game. But as it stands right now, we got the Cho'Gall set up. Greymane is obviously great against him once the bullet kicks in to have a few tools on the side of EPG Frozen that they can deal with this right now. But, well, time will tell if they are able to take Cho'Gall down. Anna, of course, is now a big fat ogre that she has to hit. And to be honest, if you can't heal him, then you won't be able to do a whole lot with that sniper tool over there. And it seems like we are looking at pretty much the Team Granny over here. So we got the old schoolers on each side. We have Deckard Kane for one team and Anna on the second, and that now for the second time in the row too. So it seems like it's time for the old school boys to do their thing. Right now we have level 4, therefore the next talent on board. Middle of stacking process on Cassia. And I gotta say, I don't even know how many stacks does Cassia even get when she hits Cho'Gall. I would assume that she only gets 1. Feels a little bit mean, to be honest. Then again, if you're playing against Araxa, for example, and you hit Misha, that's obviously another stack target. So playing Cho'Gall and only having 4 bodies in the game is going to make it a little bit more difficult for Dino to get his stacks together, I suppose. I don't really think that's really a good reason to draft Cho'Gall, but hey, we've got to mention it anyways, right? Seared Flesh comes in on level 4. Bit of a different build than we normally see from Cho'Gall here. And yes, by now we know a couple of Cho'Gall builds, which in and of itself is already a sad story, but hey, we had the bad boy a couple of times coming through now. With, of course, with this Zool frontline setup that we've now seen multiple times. Great also for the side lane soak if you want to take these lanes down. They're still trying to make the play here for Jojo, but at this point they can't really do anything about the frontline tank. And Jojo obviously acts also as a bit of a wave clear hero. And it's kind of insane. If you look at the setup, they are all melee. It's pretty much all melee setup. Now you got Gal, of course, with the range damage, but it's not like they have an extra range damage dealer in the back. They have a pretty strong lineup when it comes to a hit point pool. Gia gets isolated at the top side. He needs to be careful because he also holds the turret. But yep, right now the move straight down to the bottom. Talking about the bottom of the map. We have currently side lane Johanna with not even Eternal Retaliation going up against Wit and Azul. The objective is up, and up to this point Ultralisk has been holding it without any problem at all. But it's a wild lineup. It's really a wild lineup that they're running here right now. It's kind of funny if you think about it. I mean, we're pretty much looking at a setup that is absolutely tanky as hell, trying to hold on to these points, which isn't really a dumb idea. To begin with, the question is just, can they kill stuff? So far, we haven't seen a single kill in the entire game. Then again, we're only 4 minutes in, so duh. But yeah, let's go. First one, they just let it slide. They just let it slide. Didn't even fight for it. They just said, fuck it, don't need that one. First protector, we don't care. And Imperius is sitting here and is just like, guys, I need a gunner. And there we go. So, Cho'Gall is already there. Cho'Gall nearly as big as the mech. Not quite. Yeah, but gets also hit hard by the fist. Alright. Goodbye, baby. A little bit of stacking attempts here still on the side of Cassia. It's not going to be easy for her. And Shogal is totally fine. I mean, the goal is obviously, as usual, the fountain at the top side. And yeah, it's one of the reasons why I always say that Blizzard could really start fixing Volskaya Foundry a little bit by just randomizing the spawn positions of the objective so that these preparation plays can't happen in the same way anymore. Shogal needs to be a little bit careful here, by the way. Because right now, you have... The meta is pretty much established that you're always trying to prepare for the next objective, and this is why we're always seeing the same rotation with the objective, with the protector towards these lanes, so that's what's usually happening here. But at this point, we got the top already, the fountain down, the wall down, they're trying to make the play for the fort. Zul obviously has been rotating the entire time. I mean, Zul just went in and said like, okay boys, I got this, I'm going to go for the wave clear, and I'm going to take this out, whereas everybody else has moved up to the top side and just said, okay, let's try and make sure that we're going to get at least the fort poked down a little bit. We got the early level 10, can make the play around that, and it's going to be pretty interesting to see if they can hold this, and the answer is no. They actually fall back. They have no chance here. Not against this lineup, especially now that the bullet is ready. So they want to get level 10 before anything else plays, but yep, there we go. In comes the move towards the next objective. Well, the next item. And finally we have the level 10 with the Nano Boost, the Hammer of Twilight, the Blessed Shield is in, Wrath of the Berserker, and the Twisted Nether. So we're going to get the Nano Boosted Shogal here for sure. But objective number 2 hasn't been announced yet. Obviously spawning top side, but still. Should be a fun one. I mean, they played Shogal before, so it's not like Team Hype hasn't done this before. They seem to be kind of confident that they can get a second win in with this one. Or they just got a little bit too hyped after the first win. I mean, who knows? EPG froze, and then again, they have to win 2 in a row if they want to advance to the next round of the tournament here. And they seem to be eager to start this up. But yeah, camps are taken, still just items that we're looking at. And it's not really a lot of battles. I mean, again, we're 6 minutes in, we haven't seen a single kill yet, and that comes mainly because the blue team has decided that they don't want to fight for the first objective. They simply let this one go and said like, alright, not today. Let's just let this one slide down. Same time now, we have still a bit of a poke battle happening, and of course the attempt of Dino to get more stacks together. He's only sitting at 12. It's not really a huge amount of stacks towards the level 1 of Cassia. Yeah, but now that the objectives are getting a little bit closer, usually it's around level 13. When we have level 13, that's usually when the objective spawns. It depends a little bit on how long they've been fighting for the other one here too. So now still Halcyon is sitting in the middle with the rest of them. They're just waiting for waves. It's honestly a really laid-back game for both of them right now. They know that there is no chance for Team Hype to get a snap kill anywhere simply because of the lineup that they have. So as long as they keep a little bit the rotation in mind, it's fine. Actually, as I say, they didn't. And now Greymane goes down. They did definitely not call this one. They're trying to go for Shogun and the counter kill. I don't really think that's happening either. But Greymane was a little bit late there. As I said, these guys can't go for a quick snap kill. They really need to rotate as pretty much the entire team in order to put their CC into play and then take a target down. So Greymane getting caught by this is a little bit weird. Ultralisk and Dino still hold healing beacons, and it's level 13 versus 13 in just a moment. So far only one team has their heroic ability, but it's gonna be probably the first real team fight on this. You can't just keep giving them protectors. The first one, okay, doesn't really matter too much as long as you're getting ready for the top. You want to have your heroic ability maybe, makes sense. Late game Shogal is definitely much stronger, but now they need to face the music, and Shogal is actually in trouble right away. In a lot of trouble. Gets locked down and gets wrecked, and that's not the only one. Shogal and Ana both eliminated. Easy kills right there, and that's mad value now for EPG Frozen. They go straight in for the fort. As you can see, I mean, they were trying to fight over at the top. Shogal gets locked down. No chance for him to make any kind of play. They get Ana, they get Shogal. Couldn't lock in another kill, but of course that's now 3 kills against 1 in total. They get the items down here too. Wit is moving away. I mean, someone has to take the item. Dino's already pinging. It's like, boys, I mean, I can't clear it for you. Dino's sitting there, it's like, team, help! I got a healing beacon. That's a little bit of a luxury problem that they have there. Shogal wants it, but the item gets taken away. Okay, in the meantime, Greyman is sitting up at the top and says, hey, everybody has an item, I want one too. Making the play for the next healing beacon here, which they should also be able to get. They're trying to chase Wit away at the bottom of the map, which successfully worked. But I'm still a little bit worried. That's 2 forts down, and now we have the next Protector in their hands. And they're half a level away from level 16, so there's a chance that with this push they also grab a level 16 advantage that they can maybe use to take that keep down, which is obviously the next target here. So, Team Hype might have been a little bit too confident here. At this point, they go for Cho'Gall again, Valkyrie, and he makes it out. But so far, Cho'Gall has been doing a lot of running in this game. Not really a lot of added value. 16 talents are ready, the power spike is here. Can they use it though? Yeah, Cho'Gall is again in trouble, and he's not the only one. Sonya is also starting to get beaten up a little bit by all of this. Down at the bottom of the map, he's pushing this out, so objective number 3 is also going to get prepared because the fountain is down. So it's pretty much exactly what they want here. And, well, at this point, the rotation bot side is also stopping in the middle to drop the wall. But the situation is getting better and better and better for EPG Frozen. 2 levels ahead. They won all of the objectives so far. They are ahead in kills, and they're taking the structures down. They have eliminated every single fort once that Zul is done with the bot lane. So he's trying to go straight in for it and taking it down. Zul is doing his thing on his side lane. Yep, PhD in PvE. That's what we have for Wit. So, easy slicing and dicing for him. And still full on map control, of course, for EPG Frozen. I gotta say, for them, this is so far the easiest game of their life. They don't have to go into a lot of team fights. They're just simply walking around, taking objectives, taking forts down. And Team Hype, they are just not really finding any kind of opening here. There's not really a whole lot that they can do. They need to win a battle by really locking a target down, maybe with a Blessed Shield, get the nano boost off on Cho'Gall, and then simply try and take them apart. It's obviously not helping that the opponent is rocking pretty much every single item, and we have 3 healing beacons in the hands of EPG Frozen. 3! Let me repeat that. 3! Now Sonya gets isolated and nearly taken down. Yeah, Spin to Win is holding on for a little bit longer, but there's the kill. They isolate Cho'Gall too, and that's gonna be another kill unless he can rush away here. And the answer is probably no. Ooh, yeah, 10 hit points, and he's dead. And that's not the only thing that dies. Pretty much everything is down, and guys, that's gonna be game. I don't know what to tell you here. We're 12 minutes in on Volskaya Foundry, and this is probably one of the shortest games that I've seen on this map in quite some time. So there's absolutely no way for them to do anything. The staggered death against Johanna doesn't help their cause either. Gal has 17,000 damage, Greyman is sitting at 28k, and yeah, this is just gonna be the end of it. The Cho'Gall draft, let's just put it lightly, it didn't quite work out the way they were hoping for. And we're gonna go into game number 3 of this series here at the Mythical Championship. GG. Game number 3! The draft was wild on the second map. And, well, it doesn't get any better on this one. Oh, well, it got a lot better, honestly. So we got Nox on Ana for Team Hype. And they are apparently still a little bit hyped up here because they go back to Mind Talk on Kerrigan. And they just thought, well, this is not enough. We need more melee assassins. We need a little bit more action. So they come in with Blank on the Butcher. Usually he gets banned out against him. Blank has been playing Butcher a long time now. And a lot of teams just ban him out against him because it is his preference pick. Halcyon on Tyrael. And we got Rainy Day Eric on Cassia. Whereas to the right side of the map, EPG Frozen is rocking in with Ultralisk on Maiev. X-Ray on Imperius, giving the support function over to Gia, who's playing Malfurion, Dinos on Sylvanas, and Wit on Zul again. Okay, so we got the Butcher. A little bit of Butcher time in our third game. The game that will decide which one of these two teams advances to the next round of the tournament and which one is going to drop out of the Mythical Championship. And it starts with a lot of lockdown against Cassia. Rainy Day Eric, oh, gets hit again and goes down. They get the kill and they get Kerrigan as well. Oh my god. Mad action in the middle. They're looking for a third one too, and they are murdering this wall. What the hell? The 5-man brawl in the middle, getting completely out of control over here. I mean, just check this out. So here they come and they push them back. They got the lockdown initially, and then again the lunge connects just as he's trying to move through the gate, and they get 1 kill, they get 2 kills, and that of course lends itself then to a massive attack in the middle that allows them to take the wall down. 2 kills, 2-0, looking really, really good there. That's a great opening. I mean, this is the dream, seriously. If you get this much damage in as the game starts, it doesn't get much better than that on this map. So, fantastic start. Let's see if they can continue with it. Because right now it's all about Blank and him stacking. And he's trying that against Ultralisk at the bottom of the map now. And obviously, also they're even zoning him out from those gems. So, Blank doesn't really get a whole lot on this. X-Ray. X-Ray gets locked down. And, well, that's why he plays support. X-Ray down, Imperius is eliminated, and that stacks for the Butcher. Fresh meat. Butcher with 33 stacks now, trying to get a few more here. They stole the camp at the bottom of the map though. And they try to go for Ultralisk. Oh, that was nearly a kill. If that Butcher connect comes in a bit sooner and they get the stun, then it's the end of Maiev and another 20 meat in the hands of Blank. Didn't quite work here. But yeah. That's definitely going to be a fun game. I mean, one way or another. If the Butcher is able to get some momentum here, that would be the dream. I've been waiting to see Blank finally play the Butcher here, because as I said previously, oftentimes the hero gets banned out against him. At this point, he's just looking over to Ana and it's just like, yep, screw it. Ultras just jumps out again. It's just like, yeah, World of the Wardens, baby. You're not going to stun me out. That's just not happening. Ain't happening here. So, we got level 4 in play. Still a bit of a lead in experience for EPG Frozen. But there's at least 1 kill against 2. Butcher is still solo laning it up right now at the bottom of the map. Dino also moving out just barely. The lockdown then again against Carrigan. And Mind Talk is getting dropped. Mind Talk down, and they're going for more. Uh-oh, that's 22 gems if they don't recover them. Rainy Day Eric comes in and at least takes the bulk of it. So 4 kills to 1. Strong opening here from EPG Frozen. And right now, at the bottom of the map, still our 1 versus 1 situation with the Butcher and Zul going up against each other. Problem is that in the middle of the map, thanks to the camp that they claimed and Sylvana starting to disable the structures, there's a lot of pressure against the fort. The fountain is definitely going to fall. They might be able to take the main structure down too. If not, they're still going to do a lot of damage here. So this is starting to become incredibly difficult for Team Hype. This is all without an objective. We haven't seen a turn-in completed yet. So even without a turn-in, we pretty much have this fort eliminated, or as good as. And now they are moving back towards the turn-in point in the attempt to get the first set of Web Weavers on the ground. And they are able to set that up too. 4 kills against 1. So, yep, that's going to be a pretty nasty one to defend against. Mid lane should fall 100%. The question is simply, can they get another 4 together with it? So, yep. Top lane, Dino is now trying to go up against Tyrael over here, as it seems. At level 10, I mean, there's obviously a lot of cool combos that they could theoretically execute. If you go in with the Butcher and you set a Slaughterhouse up and Tyrael uses Sanctification, you should be able to get a kill. You have 71 stacks by now for Blank. I'm a little bit surprised that they're even moving in here. Ultralisk was trying to get in range so that he can just simply take it down before the Web Weavers are even becoming an issue. But they're still proving through the middle. Zul is at the bottom, Sylvanas at the top. They're pushing 3 lanes. They're pushing 3 lanes at the same time, and it seems to be working. X-Ray, even if he falls, who gives a shit? Down at the bottom of the map, Zul is just absolutely shrinking this fort. This one is going to fall 100%. Up at the top, Sylvanas is trying to do the same thing. So they lost 1 hero, but who really gives a damn? They're losing way too much infrastructure. The fountain is down, the fort will be safe, but they don't have a fountain anymore on any lane on the outer circle. Butcher is now at 104 stacks, so they really need him here. They really, really do. Went into the chop meat, straight into the unrelenting pursuit, and now the insatiable blade. A little bit more movement speed for him here too. So they can definitely chase them down later and force these fights, but oof, they are starting to lose the map. Infrastructure is becoming a problem. Structures are just getting wrecked here the entire time. And, well, we get Ultralisk with a claim at the bottom of the map. He takes the camp. Top side, that's where we currently have Dino still taking position. Camps are taken for the blue team, so Team Hype is still eager to make this work. And Blank is sitting at 120 stacks now. He's slowly getting there. Again, he doesn't get to play the Butcher a whole lot. He's usually target banned. So that's one of the few cases where the Butcher was let through. And EPG Frozen has now has to face up against his main character. And he's been playing so far pretty okay, but they still need more kills. If they can stack him a bit quicker, that would be great for them. So it's all about the mid and late game for them right now. So far he hasn't really been caught and killed, so he doesn't lose a lot of meat here either. Trying to make the play for Sylvanas up at the top, but down here, Tyrael is in a little bit of trouble. Gets disked, okay, level 10 abilities are there, only for one team, and that's a kill. Tyrael is down, and they won't be able to recover those gems as it seems. Ana... no. Granny is a little bit too slow. And it seems like they're gonna go for the boss now too, so things are starting to get a bit worse. EPG Frozen is building up the momentum, and they're definitely trying to carry it as much as they can. It's getting dicey over here. Yeah, the turn-in attempt, so they're trying to get a turn-in now for themselves. So that's kind of neat. But the question, of course, remains, can they actually make this work? Yeah, they get the blue web weavers, but they pretty much trade the web weavers for the object for the boss at the top side. That's always one of the problems that you are gonna have when you are making a play like this, that you're just simply trading your gems for the boss defense. So that's the only thing that's going on here. The web weavers are, the web weavers are going to get murdered, but the boss at least won't be able to go through the keep or anything. So that's the setup that they're going for. The Wit is already at the bottom of the map, slicing through this one. They're still looking for a kill on the other hand. They might get it now. If they get the kill here, that would help the Butcher so much. There's the slaughterhouse. Oh, where's the Sank? There it is, and it doesn't hit Kerrigan, and she is down. Kerrigan is dead. Ana is also down. They got 2 kills already. Rainy Day Eric is hitting a very rainy day over here. He's rushing away, and he is going to fall eventually. He's trying to go for maybe a bit of a counter kill. That's never going to happen. So he's dead already. We got at the top lane X-Ray taking the web weavers. Now we got the Butcher on 152. The problem is really that they are not holding a lot of gems anymore, and it's getting rough with 8 kills to 2, level 13 talent advantage any moment right now. Things are starting to become really tricky for EPG Frozen. This is starting to become very, very problematic for them right now. Yeah, at this point I'm not really so sure if they can make any kind of play here anymore. I'm gonna try, but they need to stack the Butcher soon and start to get some kills in, because this game is spiraling out of control for them. They're having trouble establishing a solid presence on the map, and they're pretty much only reacting to what's happening on the other side. And whatever EPG Frozen is trying to throw against them. And in addition to that, we of course have also the issue that they are losing gems. So there's another turn-in for the red team. With the talent advantage, they can push again. Still 40 stacks missing for the Butcher to get this quest at least completed. And it's not like he completes the quest and all of a sudden they're winning the game. That definitely helps and gives him a damage output that makes the entire setup more dangerous. But in order for him to really be that killing machine that they want him to be, they need way more kills after that. So they need a lot more, and they're losing ground. They've lost every single fort and they haven't taken a single structure down. Now the web weavers at the bottom of the map are going to do work. Skeleton Mages are in. That could be a kill. That would be great. And there it is. Sanctification is out too. Maybe that's the moment. Butcher at 190 stacks. He's about to complete the quest here. Red team has lost one of their players, so they have to attack with 4 if they want to keep the pressure up here. The fence is still strong. Can they get the counter kill? Indeed they can. Kerrigan is down. She's dead already. They're going for a follow-up kill, and they might just be able to take Tyrael too. He barely makes it out, but now the web weavers are attacking the bottom. The Butcher goes down. Stacks are being lost, and he's back to 178. Only 2 are still alive. Bottom keep is getting attacked. Top keep is suffering the same fate as the web weavers are pushing in. This should actually be a hit. Nox is not going to be able with Ana to stop this. And they could even try and go for core. Maybe not quite, but the situation is tough enough as is. Right now, they're just absolutely crushing through all of this. The bottom keep is gone. That one's falling. The keep in the middle is nearly eliminated. They're trying to take it out too. Top has obviously fallen as well. And they're nearly on level 16. Right now, they're moving in. Butcher gets slowed down a little bit. The camp is stolen away too. I mean, it just gets worse and worse and worse for Team Hype. EPG Frozen, they want to go to the next round of the tournament here, and they are doing better and better as we speak. Another setup over here. Butcher is at 7,000 damage right now. He's so close to getting his quest together, but that death has really hurt him. And, well, here we go. Blank has his 200 stacks together. Is that going to change things? We'll find out. Probably not anytime soon. We got at least a Brutal Strike in, but it doesn't change the fact that they're 3 levels behind and that they are also a talent behind as well. So things are problematic, to say the least. Dino's jumping away, goes straight to the bot lane, and of course now they're trying with the next Rapid Wheel Wave to end the game here. It's turn-in after turn-in after turn-in after turn-in for EPG Frozen. They get one after another. Hype was able to get one in to at least defend against the boss, but that's all that they could manage to do with it. And here we go. This is the death blow. That defense is so tricky to set up. And Team Hype is going to try. If they can, that would be amazing. But they are 4 levels behind now, and things are not looking good. The last keep is down. Pressure everywhere on the map here. The disc is out as they're trying to stop Cassia. The move comes in. They're trying to get the kill. Imperius gets locked down right away. There's the Sanctification, and he gets dropped. Imperius is dead, but the Web Weaver's already on the core, and the fight continues. His Blank is already getting focused. He drops. The Butcher is already down, and the play for Gia is being made as Malfury is moving to the back. And we have another kill coming in just a second. There they go. All of them eliminated. Only Anna still alive. Kerrigan has fallen. Tyrael has also died, and this is game. EPG Frozen moves on to the next round of the Mythical Championship. GG, and well played.